Now, one company is playing a large role in boosting its sales force. Kraft Heinz is the fifth largest food and beverage company in the world. The two household names merged back in 2015 and have since acquired brands like Oscar Mayer, Jell-O, Kool-Aid under the banner Kraft Heinz. Joining me right now is the CEO of Kraft Heinz, Bernardo Hees. Great to see you, Bernardo. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me here,
And
Maria.
the company could be getting bigger with the Campbell Soup acquisition. I want to talk about where the growth at the company comes from right now. Where do you see growth right now?
Well, we're investing in the growth agenda that involves a couple of things. One, a lot of innovation with incrementality products like Philadelphia cheesecake, Oh That's Good, the partnership with Oprah, Just Crack an Egg, Heinz Mayo, and others. Like you said, you are hiring on the sales force. You are touching more of the stores. We just added in the last semester about 300 people that are sales reps touching stores and making sure our entire displays, merchandising, point of distributions are in place. And we have a big agenda on channel mix. Things like drugstores, clubs, dollar stores, e-commerce, food service, that is allowing us to be optimistic about the growth agenda moving forward.
Bernardo, you've got businesses all across the world. We want to get your take on really how things are going.
Yes.
How would you characterize the economy and the demand from the consumer today?
Well, when you see the data from consumers and panel data, public data, we see that most part of the categories are strengthening month by month, what's very positive. So I would say what is one of the best economies we have seen in a long time from a consumer standpoint, and that is very positive not only for food and beverage, the industry, but we see across many sectors of the economy.
What are you expecting in terms of this trade dispute? Has that had an impact so far? The United States immersed in obviously intense negotiations with Canada right now to reach a new trade pact on NAFTA. The Trump administration also weighing threats of a 25% additional tariff on China, $200 billion in Chinese goods. China says it's ready to retaliate. How does this impact Kraft Heinz?
We are a global company, like you mentioned, right? We have presence in over 100 countries and have manufacturing in many of them. So we do believe in global trade, and we believe that as global goods can flow, the economy can prosper and consumers can benefit from that. Specifically in North America, we establish our supply chain based in the United States. So we are net exporters to Canada and to Mexico. So the uncertainty on tariffs is something that causes pause, right? Because all the investments you're thinking about 10, 15, 20 years without understanding what are the rules of the game and price points and so on are more difficult to predict. We really hope this whole situation with tariffs can be solved in a short period.
Now, has this impacted costs? A lot of people worried that you're seeing increasing costs at your company and really across the spectrum for global companies today. How significant has that cost pressure been on you?
It does. It really have an impact on aluminum. You have the oil prices going up.
Right.
You have tariffs in finished goods, in coffee, and ketchup in Canada. We had tariffs on the meat side in Mexico and vice versa. So inflation costs, not only in the United States, normally to the economy with logistics, transportation, labor, it's more pressure, but the tariffs is adding an additional layer to this.
Yeah. So are you expecting to continue to raise prices as a result? Or are you going to pass this on to consumers, given the costs you face?
Well, what we're doing that I think is the right approach is to go category by category, is really to think good, better, best in each one of them, right? We see where the consumers are and what you can do to mitigate as much as we can so we can really be growing volumes with the right profitable environment so we can reinvest behind our products, brands, and people, right? So it's really a category by category answer to your question. But it's no doubt it's the inflation costs continue to materialize as it is, that's going to put a lot of pressure not only in companies like us, but the entire retail environment.
So we're worried about that. I mean, the Federal Reserve is obviously worried, watching inflation. It's been pretty significant so far. I mean, do you think it continues, or is it all about the tariffs?
No, I think the shorter this period can be on the tariffs dispute, the better for all of us, right? And not only from a cost standpoint, but pretty much from planning capacity. How can you invest for the long run, and then creating additional capacity to mitigate this cost environment, right? So even though we're seeing that, we still believe this can be transitory to a better place in a couple of months.
What categories are you expecting prices to go higher?
Again, I think it's much more looking category by category and a good, better, best strategy, right? Some categories we're coming down in pricing, but increasing volumes on a more value proposition. Some categories I'm coming more with premium products and aggregating more to the category from a primarization standpoint.
So which categories? Just
like Heinz mayo, for example. We brought a premium to the category after the whole discussion on mayo chub in America and so on. We had the Heinz mayo being launched as a premium to the segment, right? With that, our primarization, we have an extraordinary product that's differentiated that consumers are loving,
right,
at a different price point. So having this structure by category, when you think about cheese, nuts, sauces, meals, frozen, is extremely important. So
you're coming up with creative ways to offset this challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah.